Dustin Rosen with Rugby Sevens Magazine. I have Michael Cressler here with me, founder of NAHS Sevens, North American Invitational Sevens, and the North American High School Championship Series.
Correct.
Correct. So we're out here at NAHS Sevens 2018. It's been an incredible day one so far.
Thank you.
Let's talk about youth rugby growing in America and how NAHS Sevens and the series is going to be a part of it. So feel free.
Absolutely. One of the things we discovered several years ago is there's a lot of teams trying to produce some good players, but there's nowhere for really those players to compete. Not against each other. You see each other once in a while, but never consistently. And as the academy style programs started moving up, like the Atlantises, the Era, Utah Lions, things like that, we were going to tournaments and killing everyone except for one or two teams. So we started brainstorming, how can we actually create, instead of having to head overseas, how can we create something that brings us all together? That's where the thought of the circuit came in. This was the testing ground on, can we make this work? So with the NAHS Sevens, we've been growing 30% almost every year, right? The competition level's going out the roof. The addition of U20s this year, I don't know if you had a chance to watch many of those, but that's as good as it gets at this youth level, right? So these kids start seeing pathways, and these kids can start to be developed both through their home clubs, who are working with the academies, through sometimes state and provincial sides, and up into these high-level programs, right, where they start competing for this North American title against the best you're going to get that we can produce in North America.
Gotcha. So, in a nutshell, rugby is growing massively in the States. The youth are getting better and better and better, and they want to continue to play at a competitive level in all the tournaments that they go to.
Correct.
And this series just helps them out with that.
Correct. For those, so we have called the NAHS Sevens, North American High School Sevens Championship Series. It's a mouthful, we know, but it's the best description we can get, right? For those kids playing in those two divisions for boys and girls, it doesn't get any better than this. This is as good as it gets. And you see each other over the series. So you actually have measuring sticks that you can gauge yourself as you develop as a player and as you make friends with the guys in these other teams, that we can gauge ourselves better on how we're doing. Then we also have like D2 elites and open divisions and then 16s and 14s. So the kids have this pathway moving up to get to the top.
Gotcha. So pathway is formed. The series is going to be official in 2019.
It's as official as it gets. We have 3 announced stops for 2019. First stop, it will be at the Tropical Sevens in Orlando, Easter weekend in April.
Yes, sir.
Second stop is the Great North Sevens up in Toronto at Fletcher Fields, the 12th and 13th of July, and here, where we will actually crown a North American champion.
Gotcha. So you go to the first stop, the second stop, you finish at the third stop, and then one overall champion is crowned for men and boys and girls.
Boys and girls.
Boys and girls. Fabulous. Amazing. Now, given this whole scope of just having this high school series, you're obviously generating the top talent in America, and this is also now going to be a breeding ground for college coaches to say, hey, if all the best high schoolers are at this tournament in this series, I've got to go to this.
A lot of them are already here, right? A lot of them are already here, and as we expect, as this is solidified now, and as we have this competitive pathway, we expect to see USA Rugby. We expect to see Rugby Canada, because we have built something that, as we like to say, we have built something that they can harvest. They can feed from it. And we're happy for that.
Spectacular. Well, thank you so much for telling us about NAHS Sevens, NAHS Sevens. We're going to crown an overall NAHS Sevens champion tomorrow here in Utah and Salt Lake City. It's crazy first day.
It was a fantastic first day. We couldn't have asked for better weather. We couldn't have asked for better competition. And the icing on the cake with this tournament is the top male and female players coming out of the elite divisions. We select them, we take them to Dubai, compete in the Dubai Sevens. And it's probably the toughest sevens tournament for U19s we've ever been to. We took a team last year, kind of pilot with the boys. That team would have stomped anybody here, and we barely took third place.
Awesome. So there you have it. If you're a player in the United States or in Canada, and you're trying to play top level rugby, the North American High School Series Championships is the series that you want to be a part of. And if you're a college coach and you're trying to recruit some of the top players coming into college, this is also the series that you want to be a part of. Thank you so much, Mike, for talking to us about the tournament, and good luck the rest of the way. We're looking forward to being a part of it and seeing how it all unfolds.
Thank you very much, and enjoy tomorrow.
Will do.